Fog Entertainment back again with another movie review, and we are going 39 years back into the past with an iconic movie, The Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is first good movie. Well, not first good movie. I'd say it was his first good movie.
Is Predator first?
No, this is first.
Oh, then
I've established this, alright, my friend.
Sorry.
Well, there was the other one he did. Hercules in New York.
I was a belter, that one.
Yes, where he didn't know a word of English, brother. But anyway, we are here with this. Obviously, most people, the general consensus is that Terminator dove off a cliff after the first two movies. And would you tend to agree with that, Amy?
I would agree, yeah.
You would agree with that. Have you watched the third one?
No.
No, she hasn't watched the third one. But I think there's a reason. If you hadn't watched the third one, it means it's pish and you've heard it's pish.
Yeah.
I've watched it. It's alright. There is a couple of good scenes in it where he's carrying a coffin and he's holding a minigun. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to talk about the first one. And I think for 1984, it lived up to said hype. The only thing I would say that goes against this movie is probably the future scenes. I wasn't too keen on.
What future scenes?
Like with the robots in the future. Like when John Connor was alive. When they're doing all the future stuff. And like, I mean, obviously, right.
That was in the first one.
Well, I only watched it last night. How do you not remember? Do you not remember?
No.
Right, anyway, well, the two dogs get killed. Killed! I didn't like this.
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
Right, anyway, all these future scenes I wasn't too keen on, but we see Reese. What's he called in Aliens? Hicks?
Hicks.
Right, so we see Reese.
Hudson and Bishop are in it too.
Yep, they're in it. I mean, they kind of have minor parts. They're part of the police station, which I don't get, right? I know we can't go all over the place with this movie, but they clearly see there's a pattern that all these Sarah Connors are getting killed. This guy's from the future, literally dumbing it down to them. And even when the police station's getting attacked later on in the movie, they're not even like thinking, here, maybe there is a connection here. I hate this about movies though, where they're too dumb to like open their eyes. Obviously, right, back in the 80s, if some guys talking about time travel, even if somebody came back in 2023 as we live and breathe and start speaking about time travel, I think you'd be a wee bit sceptical to believe him.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
But in terms of where this movie began, we have got the Terminator. He arrives, and so does Kyle Reese. They're both naked because guess what? Anything that is not livable.
Teleportation,
Yep.
builds nakedness, always.
Yes, you're not allowed to carry guns, as he explained in the police interview. He's like, why didn't you bring a ray gun on your plasma cannon? Kyle Reese, I'm not allowed to bring a fucking plasma cannon. But the Terminator, he killed, what's that guy? At the start when he kills him.
Gremlins.
Aye, from Gremlins. So he spares him though, does he? Or does he kill him?
No, he kills him.
He kills him.
Gun shop owner.
Yep, takes their clothes. He is driving like numerous police cars, the Terminator, throughout this one. And what I prefer the second one. What I do like about this one is the complete horror element of it. This one feels more like a horror movie with the fact this guy is relentless and he's doing anything to hunt down Sarah Connor. Now, obviously, from a personal point of view, if one person with the same name as she gets killed, I think you can look at it as, well, that's just a wee coincidence. People die every day. Even if you have a unique name, right? Even though this is 1984 and Yellow Pages, for some reason, has every single person's name in it, I guess.
Do they have the address as well?
Yeah, that's
crazy, isn't it?
But I think it was just more of an innocent time. There's just no way. Obviously, certain countries, right, wouldn't have everybody's name and address in it because, I mean, other countries are dangerous
such an
and all.
invasive bit of privacy, isn't it?
I guess it just makes more sense because obviously the Terminator has to find these people, and then when she looks at the Yellow Pages and realises that she's next, then it wouldn't really have the same impact because how would she know who's next?
Do you know what I thought was silly? That she put two and two together before the police did.
Yeah.
Like she went down the Yellow Pages and saw she was next, and then she rang the police, and then the police were like, "Oh, is that Sarah Connor?" Like they had already figured it out, but didn't tell her.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
They wanted to keep, but I think after one person was like, if someday, I'm not going to say our names here, Big Stevie Cool, right? He dies, but it's not me. I'm like, all right. But then if a second person in the same town,
yeah,
eyebrows are raised.
Yes, correct.
And can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
I can smell it.
I would. Yeah, you can smell it. But you know what? Every scene Arnie's in, not saying everyone else sucks, right? Because I think Linda Hamilton and what's the guy that plays Hicks actors called?
I have no idea, but he's great.
Right. I think they do a good job. A great job. But I think Arnie's It's iconic.
The presence.
I wouldn't say anything those two do is really
He
iconic.
plays a good bad guy and a good guy.
Yeah, even it's the same Terminator.
Yeah.
Which is mad.
Yeah.
Which is mad to think, but it's just even the gun shop scene where he's like, "I'll have a mini Uzi.
Yeah.
Give me a 12 gauge shotgun."
Speak of the devil.
There he is, he's on the TV, but it's Predator. I think I've already reviewed Predator for this channel, but literally every movie Arnie did in a certain time period, he hit the fucking ball at the park.
He did.
Kindergarten Cop, Terminator 2,
Jingle All the Way.
Predator, maybe less so that
What's
much.
that one we watched with Jamie Lee Curtis? That was a good one.
What is it? I can't even think of that one. I know what it is. Came out in 94. I also watched that in Enniskillen.
Yes, we did. That's really not going to annoy me.
True
Lies. True
Lies. What you gonna do to it?
Tell me lies, tell me
Sweet little lies. But in terms of any cons about the movie, I mean, like I said, the future scenes didn't really do it for me. But it's 1984; they didn't really have the technology to be like, "Yeah, here's the future," blah blah blah. But I thought the CGI was pretty good, even when he's like patching himself up. I know you could say, "Oh, well, that's awful CGI because it doesn't look like him." Yeah, but you got to bear in mind they're supposed to make it look like it's human skin on a robot, so it's supposed to look a bit fake.
Are you talking about the bit in the mirror?
Yeah.
I thought that bit was really. I think even when the the movie came out, I think they probably.
No, I disagree though. No, why? Because he's supposed to be a robot under it. That's why it looks better. If it looks like Arnie, it would look too real.
Yeah, but don't switch. That's what makes it look stupid.
Yeah, but it's because he was damaged. His eyebrows were burnt. And his face was melting a wee bit because the whole fire explosion.
Right.
So that's why he was patching himself up to make himself look more like a human. So in my opinion,
he just pulled his eye out, was he not? That's all he did.
Yeah, but he sorted his eye. That's why he put the sunglasses on, covered his face, because around his eyes it didn't look real anymore.
Yeah.
But the whole laser eye. Whoa! I was getting the blood pumping.
I was.
But anyway, like I say, after this explosion, Cal Reese, Sarah Connor, they get arrested, and he breaks into the police station. That's where we get the iconic scene. He's like, "Can I see Sarah Connor, please?" "No." He's like, "I'll be back." Drives it in. Police station massacre.
Everyone's hammered.
Yep. Only two people to escape. Big Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor, and Cal Reese. Right now, this is where I've got a bit of a problem with, like, in terms of, does this actually make logical sense? If Kyle Reese is the father of Sarah Connor, right?
Yes. The father of John Connor.
That's what I mean. That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Right, so how could he have went back to 84 to impregnate her?
He didn't go back to do that, though.
Yes, I know. He went back to stop
Arnie. But the son in the future knew that would happen, so that's why he sent him.
But my problem with this is 1984 happens before the future. It's almost like he would have already had to have... So I'll put it this way, right?
Obviously it happens before the future, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So who actually... Who got her pregnant before he did? Even though it's supposed to be him. He didn't exist.
That's a time travel problem, though. That's not a movie issue. Every movie has different time travel.
Yeah, but realistically,
rules.
I'd be willing to bet that this guy wasn't even born in 1984.
Yeah, I know, but the thing about it is, in every reality that happens.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's this movie, but I just want to know
if you're able to go back in time.
If I could turn
back time. I don't know, time travel's confusing.
Yeah, it's not this movie's problem. Yeah, time travel is confusing. Mm-hmm. But
I know I know exactly what you mean.
There's a big robot running about, so I'm not going to judge it too much. What did you make of the wee sex scene between these two?
I thought it was quite nice.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
Making pipe bombs and banging bombs.
I thought it was intimate but not corny.
Corny.
Yeah. We know what they were. Horny.
And John Connor. He was conceived, wasn't he?
He was.
He was conceived.
Yeah.
Giggity.
At that moment, it was over.
Yeah, it was all over. Mm-hmm. It was all over. But then Arnie, at the end of the day, he manages to track them down because he pretends to be her mum. And again, how stupid can she be, man?
Yeah, that was really stupid. Really stupid.
There's no problem with her telling her mum that she's safe, blah, blah, blah.
It's so funny when the camera pans to him, though, and it just a girl voice comes out of him for such a hardcore guy.
Where are you? Oh, that's okay.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'll be back. And then he does track them down eventually, bursts in, pipe bomb into the room, good
But
night.
she got him killed. Didn't she?
Who?
Sarah? Got Kyle killed.
Well, that's his whole mission. He was sent back to do that, and he knew he couldn't go back. So.
What if Kyle never died though?
That could be a fairy fid. Fog Entertainment loves a fairy fid.
I know.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does. What if Kyle never died? Well, it would have made the last bit of the movie a wee bit poor, because then like the whole the drama of
surely
her trying
different
to kill.
things can happen.
True.
What if one of his police cars broke down? You know what I mean?
What if?
What
if the Terminator didn't know how to drive?
I know.
Dun 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 dun. What would have happened? I don't know. Right, but yeah, we get into the. No, what I like about this, right? And I know you're a wee defender of Marvel movies, because I know you are all a bit weird. No. But right, see when Reese takes on the Terminator here, he gives him a fair go. But see, since the Terminator slaps him, he's fucking down. See, if this is Marvel, they'd be flying through brick walls and getting up like, you know, it was a bit of lavender thrown at them.
Well, yeah.
That's pish.
That's because Kyle's human. None of them are human.
What, Marvel?
Yeah.
No. What about movies today? Like you see The Rock in Fast and Furious. He does a rock bottom to Jason Statham from the top of the World Trade Center.
Isn't human.
They are human. They're supposed to be human.
Yeah. But
this is when movies was good.
Right.
Not fucking pish.
Pish.
Yeah.
He has it out for Marvel.
Yeah, I hate Marvel.
I know you do.
Garbage. Grown men floating about. But yeah. Kyle hits him with a pipe bomb, hits you with the 3-second turn. Right? So he drops to the deck, pipe bomb blows up, that kills Kyle. We think he might be alive, but guess what? She checks on him later, he's dead. Yep. The Terminator is crawling with one arm, grabs her by the throat, but then she hits the hydraulic press. And that's it. Terminator's dead. Then we get the ending. And also we did see earlier one of the, in the flash forward, I did like when the photo burnt. And then we find out where that photo was took. And it's actually when she was about a couple months pregnant and she was at some Mexican gas station.
Did Kyle have that photo?
Yeah, he had it in the future. And it burned. But see, how did he get the future if he's dead? But there's just time.
John probably gave it to him.
John. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But then how does John give him it if he's already dead?
Sarah must give it to John.
John. I don't know. Too many questions.
Wait. Right. Mind blown. Okay. How does John send Kyle back to the past when Kyle's dead? So how is Kyle in the future?
That's my whole point earlier.
Oh.
That's my whole point. You get what I'm saying? Right. If he got Sarah pregnant and then gets killed, how is he in the future to go back? So who got her pregnant?
Does he die in every reality though? Maybe he doesn't die in every one.
But I don't think there is multiple realities. I think there's just the one reality. But how would John Connor have got to the future without Kyle being there to be his dad?
Maybe John goes to the past.
I don't know, John, because you can't come back. John's not allowed to go to the past.
But Kyle travelled from the future to the past.
Yeah, but John was already existing, so.
This is weird.
It is weird, guys. But you know what? It is one of the better movies of all time. I don't think it's 10. I'll give it a 9.
It's iconic.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah.
I just think movies that are 10s have to be...
Yeah.
Perfano. Perfecto.
It is a good movie.
You
have to remember what time they're made at too, because that does affect.
I prefer the old ones though. Anyway, guys, as Arnie said, I'll be back.